Howdy, and howdy, my fellow spicy boulders. This is the Kevin Livor Dirtus Dream Show, part 0.08. And just a disclaimer, this is only my dreams that I had. So, everything I'm going to tell you, I only saw while I was asleep and unconscious. Because, unless I was somehow, partly awake, but asleep. But, other than that, I only saw this while I was asleep. So, time to get into talking about the dream I had while I was asleep. So it all started when, I'm not sure if it started, where exactly it started, but I'm just going to make up a fake story to get to the story where I remembered it all happened. So a fake story, just so we have some story background until where it came from, just in case, since I can't confirm how the submarine, where how the trip was like down there. Let's just pretend, alright, I was in the submarine with our adoptive dad and this robot. By the way, later on in the dream, when I actually was having the dream, it was like a actual. It was like that. You know that old Roblox package where the face is a tablet with a face. I mean, how does a tablet with a face on it? And it was a lot of circuit boards for the arms, legs, and the torso. So that was the robot. If you look, I tried looking it up within Roblox, but I couldn't get results. And Google artificial intelligence wasn't really helping me with the looking up. So I know I did saw someone with it within the game. I mean, within the Zombie Bee Survival 2009 game within Retro Studio within Roblox. So, anyways, this is the fake story until we get to the part where I actually dreamed it. So just adding a fake story. So we were driving down, or maybe it started. Maybe I should start the fake story. Getting the stuff from the house, going with the robot. We were taking the car, getting a submarine. Maybe we rented it or not, and going down, diving down, and finally get down there. All right, here's the dream. Where after we get out of the submarine, the lights are out. The lights are out for the submarine, and here's the dream where I'm down there. We're diving. We're looking for Apple products. I'm not sure if I got Apple phone or anything. But when we were about to go back in, well, wait. But first, I have to mention when we were diving, I think I was had these plants in my going through my mask and into my mouth, my throat, going down my throat, through my throat, through my oxygen mask with my scuba gear, just so probably to help assist create the oxygen, and maybe or maybe not that the scuba tank I had provided the nitro, or maybe it provided both, and that was just to me for no reason. Maybe it didn't actually produce oxygen. Maybe it just was a plant that was actually 100% invasive on me. But I just have the the thumbnail like how it is, just in case. So we eventually headed into the submarine. It was a yellow submarine, and the lights turn on with the actual. It was like there was like only like one, two, or three of the lights that wouldn't turn on because there were dead lights for the submarine. It was a yellow submarine, and so basically the actual. I'm just calling it the robot, but is a tablet package, like the tablet face with circuit board body with a face on the tablet. The tablet head with circuit board body with a face on the tablet head. So that character was getting a actual Apple Silicon iMac. It was actually shuddering, not shuddering. It was flickering. It was flickering on the screen's flickering on and off down at the bottom, and it got it from the ocean. It took it in the submarine, and eventually we went all the way to the surface. So let's just assume my adoptive dad brought his pickup truck for this, and for the car he used to get to the submarine. So let's just assume that, and because we're by we I mean me and hopefully all of you. So just after assuming that, he would probably have room to put the stuff we got, which is maybe an iPhone or another iPhone, but I know for sure we did got that Apple Silicon iMac, possibly a M3, maybe not, and it got put in. We got put in the truck somewhere, and we drove off to his house, my adoptive dad's house. And eventually, when we got there, he started pulling those actual. He started pulling those actual sea plants out for me. He got his actual wrench and he pulled it out. He grabbed onto it with the wrench and pulled it out from my throat. He was pulling it out, and I think maybe it was around me or around my arm, going around my torso somewhat, and he was, and if so, he was getting it all out and taking it off with his tools because he's a tool person in real life. He was just using a wrench, I think, for all of this. And that was the last of that dream section, and I couldn't remember exactly quite enough in order to give you a detailed enough information about the first dream section because I have a brief picture and I can't really seem to get all together. So, since it's not really enough information to be enough to tell even the smallest story, I will not mention that because I can't even if I do say some information, it might leave you all confused that I could remember from it. So, anyways, this is all for this dream section by my fellow Spicy Bowl Dirtas.